Hey everybody, Brent Germany, Real Broker. Thanks for checking out our newsletter this month and what we're going to be talking about today are two big topics, and I think they're really important. One, every month we're going to talk about the market, what's happening in the market, and where we think things are going and what we're seeing, and we're comparing it to the year before. But the big topic for today, which we're going to touch on right at the end of this, is property tax disputes. Myself personally, mine went up quite a bit, so I'm having to fight mine as well. And so we're going to talk about that right after we go through this. So what I'm going to do is share my screen real quick, and we will go ahead and check all of this out. All right, so here's what we're doing is we're comparing sales price 2024 to March of 2023. And what we're seeing here is that we're seeing big jumps across the board in Dallas County, a little bit in Tarrant County, but smaller incremental jumps from where we were as far as sales price on the average sales price on listings that are for sale in the market. And so we've got in red here's this Collin, Denton, then Dallas, then Tarrant. So we're seeing a little bit of a decrease in Collin County, but we're seeing about a $40,000 increase in those percentages, 7.3% in Denton County, 14.5%, and basically staying right at the same in Collin County. That average original list price, again, we're seeing that increase across the board. So we are seeing what's interesting about this is where interest rates at right now. They're pretty high. They're a little above 7% right now. And so, where we were March of last year, they were definitely much lower. So we're seeing this, but in Dallas County, again, seeing an almost 11% increase, 1.2% in Collin County, and a 6% increase in Denton County. So we are seeing the appreciation continuing to happen, which is great. Days on market, and I'm skipping the price per square foot. We can see that it's staying very consistent from the previous year, hovering around 195 to a little over 200 a foot. And so the days on market, we're seeing that actually go down, the average days on market. So in Collin County, it's down 22.6% from March of last year, when we're still seeing a ton of homes being bought or sold. So that's telling us that homes are going under contract a lot faster than they were this time last year, which is a great thing if you're a seller. The average percentage of original list price to your sale price, it's actually increased a little bit from last March, which is great. And what that tells us is, during COVID, we were seeing 100 to 110, 120% of that list price to sales price, when people were getting 2.75% interest rates, and those going way above. And, money was so cheap to borrow then. And so we're seeing that loosen up. And that correlates right here to the supply. So this time last year, we had 2 months or less, which is very little. During COVID, multiple offers everywhere. We're starting to see that again right now. But look at the inventory increase, nearly 30% across the board in all these counties, in Collin, Denton, Dallas, and Tarrant counties. So we're seeing that. And whenever you have more inventory, then you have more options for buyers. So when you have more options for buyers, it's the supply and demand, and we're seeing that percent of original list price. That also tells us it depends on where you're listing your house. If you're realistic, if you're listening to your realtor or doing your research yourself on listing it correctly in the beginning, because our team is still seeing a lot of 100% of list price. So we're still able to get that, but it's important to analyze the data and go over that with your real estate agent. We're seeing the homes for sale dramatically increase from where they were last year. People were really nervous on what was going on in the market. I think what we're seeing now, it's not like the market has loosened up. It hasn't. Inflation's out of control. Interest rates are over 7% again. So what are we seeing right now is we're seeing people get used to what's the new norm. And as far as interest rates are concerned, I don't see them going down. The inflation number is what the Fed is really paying attention to. And they want to see it consistently stay under 2, and it's not. And so I would be shocked if they do drop any rates anytime soon. We are headed into an election, so hopefully it'll happen then. but I wouldn't be overly surprised if they don't drop rates until 2025. So people still need to be in homes and people still need to buy and sell. And that's the biggest thing we tell people as a buyer. It's like you're dating your rate. At some point, these interest rates will come down, and when they do, you refinance. So that's the way to do that. But we are seeing new listings, and some of these you're looking in. We'll look at homes for sale again. Collin County up 36%. Dallas County over 1,000 more houses than there were last year for sale. And generally, this doesn't include new construction either. This is just what's in the MLS. If they're being listed outside of the MLS directly from builders, there's a lot more in Collin and Denton County than what you're seeing here. So there's that much more inventory that's actually happening. New listings are increasing anywhere from 4% up to 21%. These pending sales, and the pending sales haven't gone up quite as much, and closed sales have actually decreased. So that tells us more houses for sale, less are selling, more days on market, things like that. You're seeing an average less showings per listing to get it pended, and showings per listing per month in March of this year versus last year, again, still lower. So we're getting less showings, people being more picky with what they want to go see, and people just really looking for houses right now and being more considerate of their needs. And whenever you're seeing that balance of this month's supply, you're seeing more buyers and the ability to be able to be picky and choose the right house for them. So with that being said, I do want to kind of transition this to the property tax stuff. So we've got until May 15th to protest our taxes. Collin County's, I just got mine last week. So and mine went up considerably more than the 10%, which they're not supposed to be able to do. And so, I'll be fighting mine. We're going to be teaching class. Mike McCullough, who's our head of sales, will be doing a Zoom, and the link is in this email. So make sure you register for that Zoom. It's going to be on May 7th at 7 p.m. Trying to do this after hours at night. Maybe kids have gone to bed. We will record that Zoom and send the link out, but he has done a great job of really understanding how the different appraisal districts work and the best way to go fight your property taxes. And you need to be doing that now. You've got until May 15th, and you don't want to get stuck. You don't want to wait to the last second. So if we'd love to hear from you. You can literally just reply to this email. And if you want individual help on those property taxes, we'll absolutely pull comps for you and do what we need to do to try and help you fight that. We've also got a couple resources, and that's in this email as well. Ownwell.com is one of the companies that does this, and I see if I can't bring that up for you as well. But Ownwell.com and then propertytax.io are two resources that we use, and they generally don't get paid unless they save you something. Ownwell is a newer company, and I'm hearing them all over the radio now. So if you listen to the ticket like I do, you're hearing them. And they actually, unless they give savings, then they don't charge you anything. So I think that, and they file everything for you and do it all for you. So it's a great resource. But I have used propertytax.io in the past, and I've sent clients there, and I've gotten to know them to a point where I go, hey, here's my address, here's what it was, and they will say, yeah, you don't have a case. And we see a lot of appreciation. I think I am going to win mine this year, so I'm hopeful. But anyway, that's this month's video. Really appreciate it. Let us know if you need anything, if you have any questions about buying and selling, just reach out to us, and we'd love to continue to help you with your real estate journey. All right. Thanks, everybody.